We are deeply passionate about practical compassion. That's kind of our big thing. We love doing small things that make a big difference. That's part of our philosophy here at Because International. Like, we don't have to have every solution ourselves for every problem, but we just want to get really good at something and then offer that to the world.
We feel like our niche is a simple solution that can still make a big difference in the life of a child living in poverty. You don't have to solve the biggest problems to make a difference.
Right after college, I thought I was going to be a missionary, and so I'd never really been outside the U.S., so I traveled for about a year. And while I was living in Kenya, I lived at a small orphanage right outside of Nairobi. And one day, my first couple weeks there, we were walking to church with the kids, and I remember looking down next to me, and there was a little girl in a white dress, and I was just shocked because her shoes were way too small for her feet. She actually had to cut open the front to let her toes stick out. That's how small they were. So just right then and there, I thought, what if there was a shoe that could grow? It seems like that might make a lot of sense for these kids.
I don't know if he called me or texted me and kind of said, hey, I've got this thing I want to talk to you about. That weekend, I think we got together and he told me the story and this idea about a shoe that could grow.
We had our first batch of prototypes. My wife and I traveled back to Kenya and put 100 pairs in 4 different schools. But I remember that first school because it was the very first time that we were able to put a pair of shoes on a kid's foot, and something that had taken us 6 years to work on through lots of rejection and trials and tribulations. It was just such a surreal experience to see a dream become a reality.
We feel like the shoe is an incredible opportunity to bless kids with shoes, to bless people with jobs, people that need jobs. But we don't also just want to be the shoe. The organization, Because International, we want to focus on innovative solutions for kids living in poverty and the next idea, the next product, the next solution that will make the life of a child living in poverty just a little bit simpler, a little bit easier.
For Because International, we love innovation. And so we don't want to just stop with the shoes. We want to keep moving forward with other projects and products as well. So we're working on our second project right now. It's being tested in a couple of countries, and we're hoping to launch that later this year. But our end vision, our big goal, is for us to actually not create things ourselves anymore, but for us to be able to come alongside local entrepreneurs, but people who have great ideas for a great product that can really make a difference. We want to come alongside them, help coach them, turn their idea into a reality, and then turn that product into a business.
I think we'll always be guided by our core principles of simple solutions for those most in need of them and for kids living in poverty. I think it's always going to be focused on innovation, of solving problems in creative ways and hopefully working with those closest to the problems to make those dreams a reality.
For Because International, I think we fit into this ecosystem of nonprofits and people trying to help because of our belief in not recreating the wheel. We love being a part of groups that have that same mentality, that want to bring people together, bring causes together, bring great people doing great things together so that we can help each other out.